What up, YouTube? Today, this is Conrad. Today it is June 12th, 2026. And good news. Yesterday, I didn't post a trade recap. I was pretty busy, but I did pass another alpha account, which totals my profit. I mean, the amount of accounts I have that are funded to around somewhere like, I think, three. So I have three funded accounts that I can trade off of. I'm gonna trade one at a time because I'm not used to trading all at the same time yet. But as soon as I know that I'm gonna be, fully disciplined, then I will definitely trade three at a time. But right now, I just don't feel comfortable. These past 2 days have been pretty good, but not pretty good to sticking with my rules because I was trying out a little bit of something new. I was trying out order flow and Bookmap, and I was sort of just entering whenever I saw a nice pullback and then orders stacked on the book higher or lower, depending, if I was going for longs or buys, and combining that with volume profile. So that was pretty nice. And I'm going to be talking about my trade recap for today and what I saw and why I executed, where I executed. Okay, so today it was sort of a slow burner. Okay, because in the morning I lost $474 before my doctor's appointment. So that was somewhere. Let me see. I think it was right. Yeah, right here. So there was the overnight value area high, and I wanted to see us tap it another time and break through it. Right. So I saw us have a nice candle here, but then reject the last second. So I sort of front ran this because my bias were strong longs, and I was gonna take this to the fourth standard deviation band right here. And obviously that didn't play out, and I literally top ticked my loss. So I got out like instantly. I think it was like 40 something points, like this amount, and I got out. Got stopped out. Was negative 490 on my alpha eval. But I wasn't really sad about it at all. And then I came back around 11. I entered in the SpaceX IPO. I only got filled on one contract though. It was sucked. And I made like $15, but it is what it is. We'll take it. That's a free Chipotle bowl. So it is what it is. But anyway, my thought on this trade over here was pretty simple. So we were above the value area, the POC for the day. So that means we're probably going to want to hit the value area high, right? So what I did was I entered 4 longs as soon as we broke over that value area high, and we retapped it. And around this area, saw this, and then the funny part, excuse me, was that I actually was dabbling in this area a lot because it was sort of like a slow burner, but it eventually hit, as you guys can see. And then there we go. That's how it hit. Okay, but I did enter a couple times here, but it was just going so slow that I decided just to completely get out of it. But then when I saw this rejection off of here, it was very nice. So I entered, and I took profits somewhere around like here. No reason whatsoever. We just had big orders at like around the 700 level. So, but I actually exited right here. So we had big levels around the 700 level, and that's why I really exited where I exited, because I knew that there's going to be a lot of orders here. And it did kind of reject, as you guys can see later. It's going to slowly go down, I think. Is it? Yeah, you guys can see it. It's like kind of consolidating here. Probably hit the 800 levels today. I actually didn't check, but that's that's sort of my thesis for today. It was combining order flow, bookmap orders with overnight value area highs, and then honestly, I like the trade. I did dabble a couple times here. I did have a lot of trades, so something I definitely have to improve is not over trading, especially on fundeds. On evals, I was overtraining because it's an eval, and I was entering literally every time my model presented. But here I'll have to be a little bit more selective in my trades because obviously I got stopped out here. I tweaked out here and just exited out of my position. No drawdown or anything like that, but yeah, here was beautiful, and I'm really proud of this entry and execution. The reason why I didn't freak out here was because we rejected nicely off the PLC, meaning that we were supported in this level, and we also rejected off the 600 area, which we were fighting for some reason for a very long time. And then we delivered fully to the 700 take profit area, and we made back our losses and made an additional 500. So without further ado, I'll show you guys the proof of the actual profits. So as you guys can see here, made $563 on the day, and I was in drawdown like, oh shoot, 475. So I was down a lot. You guys can kind of see. So yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty nice. Here was a couple of dabbles, then I lost on some dabbles, and then we ended up basically making back everything we lost and more, which I'm really proud of. So we are up 500 on this alpha count, this one right here, which is nice. And then this is another certificate I got yesterday of the not this, bro. What am I looking at? Of the past account. So this is the proof that I passed it yesterday as well. So now I have 3 evals, bro. I'm doing the money spread on the evals. So it's really nice. I mean, we're definitely gonna get a payout because I know I'm just him. So can't wait for that, and I'll see you guys next video next week on Monday.